In this video, we're going to explore using the Pointer Shrooms menus system to create and edit the new Mellow Mushroom food menu. First step is we're simply going to log into our account. Then we'll be in this page, Menus. We're going to browse down and select the new main menu. Select whichever location you want to build a menu for. Here I'll build it for the Portland North location. Okay, here we're going to choose a starting valid date for the menu. Let's imagine I wanted to start using the menu on November 1st. November 1st, and my end date might be December 31st. I'll give the name a menu, so it's the first and most complex page in this system is this first step here labeled Select Template. Up here you can see two different variants of the menu. A menu including chips and a menu where you do not charge extra for chips, and this variant down here where you do charge extra for chips. I'm going to do the variant where we do not charge extra for chips now. And as we scroll down, we will see in particular a number of pages labeled Locals pages. This menu contains a page where you can choose different elements inside the menu. These are called the Locals page, and there are in fact three styles of the Locals page, and you can choose one of those three styles. You choose the style that you want by selecting this radio button here. Now here's a little bit of text explaining what's in these different variations of the Locals page, and there is a link here that allows you to pop open an image which shows you what that variant would look like. Okay, and in some of those variants, for example in this Locals page style 2, there are a number of different images that you can choose. In this particular case, for the Locals page styles 2, we're going to be placing, you can see it here, up to 4 what are called event icons in the left-hand column, and you get to choose the event icons, up to 4 of them that you would want. So you should actually, number one, let's imagine we want to use Locals page style 2. I'm going to select that one, and then I should select the icons that I want. So let's imagine I want drink and draw first. You can see these icons will appear right here as you select them. Then happy hour, then all day specials, and perhaps for the third icon I actually want, well, let's choose live music. Okay, so I've selected my 4 icons and my style of the Locals page. Moving further down, there's a very similar set of selections for what's called the Sodas page. There are a number of, the Sodas page already comes with a number of soda icons on it, but you can add more icons if you choose to. You can add Powerade, for example, or you can decide, no, I don't want Powerade at all, in which case you can set it to blank. In this case I'll set, yes, I do want Powerade. And then there are these 4 icons here where you can simply choose from this list of about 8 or 9 different choices. You can choose the ones that you want. So imagine you want Lipton tea at the top, then Fanta, Minute Maid, and then Cherry Coke Zero. Now these icons actually don't appear at the top and then downwards on the page. They're scattered around the page, but you can choose the ones that you want here. Okay, once we've chosen the style of Locals page that we want, the items within the Locals page we need, and we've chosen a set of soda logos, we can then hit Save button and move on to the next page. In the next page, the system is going to be showing us the different dishes in the menu. Now at the very top, you will see this set of items listed here, which go on the locals page and which are the daily specials that appear on the locals page. And you can of course change the text, but these are the specials that appear on the locals page. So imagine I wanted to on Mondays to offer a special which is soup, salad, and a soft drink, and then Wednesdays change this to slice. I just change that text here. Okay, moving down, you see a number of different sections in the menu, and on most of these sections you'll see that this checkbox here is actually grayed out. It means that you can't actually change anything in this section. All of those dishes are required and you can't change anything, so you should just skip those particular sections. But you'll see a section labeled New Uniques. Now if the locals page that you have chosen displays a set of dishes on the left, you should choose that set of dishes that you want. And it's important to understand that you cannot have any more than 5 dishes in this list. So to remove ones from the list, you just simply uncheck the checkbox and they will disappear. And you have to make a set of choices such that there are, at the end of the day, 5 or fewer. You can of course have 4 if you want, but here's 5 or fewer. Scrolling a little further down, there are some choices to make for the soda section. Now Coke and Red Bull are both required, but Dasani and coffee are both optional, and you can use one or choose to eliminate one or the other if you want to. For example, if I wanted to eliminate coffee, I can eliminate coffee. And those are really the only 2 sections in the menu that you will need to edit. It's that Uniques page and the soda section. So we'll go down to the bottom, move on to the next step. Okay, in this next step, step 3, we get to edit the prices for the items that we've put into the menu, for all the items in the menu. And here you can see, for example, in sodas, Dasani is still here, but coffee has been removed. Okay, at this next step, all we do is essentially approve the prices. And at this next step, we're actually going to create a new PDF file. Now this is a very large menu, and this step, the creation of the PDF file, can take about somewhere between 60 and 90 seconds. So please simply sit tight and let this process finish. Okay, when the menu has been completed successfully, you'll see this green bar up here, and you'll begin to see the icons for each of the pages in the menu, and there's a total of 16 pages down here. When we click on this View PDF button, we will now see a link that allows us to download the PDF that we have created. I'm downloading it now. Again, it's a large menu. It's almost 40 megabytes in size, so downloading it may take a few seconds. And here I can look at the menu that we just created, and I can scroll through the pages. I would encourage you to scroll through the pages and just check that the prices are exactly how you would like them to be. This is your opportunity to make changes before you actually go and order a few hundred copies. Okay, now looking at, we're about to come to the locals page. So here's the locals page that we have selected, and you can see the 4 icons that we put here, and you can see these daily lunch combos text that we edited. And then scrolling down to the sodas page, you can see Powerade has appeared. Dasani has appeared with the price we set, but the coffee icon, which would typically sit here, has not appeared. So in general, I'm fairly happy with this PDF. So we'll move on, and I'll click the Approve PDF button. And then, if I'm very happy with the menu, I'm going to hit this button, Release. And only when the menu has been released will you see this Step 9, the Order button, turn orange, which will allow you to actually order the menu. Thank you very much. This concludes this video on creating the new food menu.